Hey guys, Trevor Holt here. It's Sunday, the 1st of February 2026. So we're already into the second month of 2026, guys. Hopefully you're getting back into the swing of the year after the festive season, and we can start knuckling down on some of these goals that we're trying to achieve this year. Remember, guys, it's always good to get in the outdoors, get your blood circulating, your heart pumping, and connect with nature. There's a real link between diet, exercise, and outdoor activities and your overall well-being and health. So guys, I encourage us all to get in half hour a day of walking, or a couple of times a week, getting your heart pumping and sweating. So I acknowledge I'm blessed. As part of my week, paid week, I go on empowerment walks with clients, and so I do acknowledge it becomes easier, and you can get caught in the grind of life with your job, and that especially if you've got a desk job where you're sitting in front of a computer all day. But I do encourage everyone just to make that effort, maybe at lunchtime, or maybe take the stairs instead of the elevator. There's a few strategies that you can adapt just to fit in a bit of exercise and try and make it part of your daily routine. So guys, as part of 2026, I suppose I'm still campaigning to end the reckless and irresponsible use of toxic chemicals broadcast across southeast Queensland in this futile effort to eradicate fire ants. When they were discovered in 2001, there was about 360,000 hectares of distribution of fire ants, and since the chemical interference onto them populations through broadcast baiting, they've now spread to about 1.1 million hectares, over 1.1 million hectares of fire ant distribution. So clearly they're having no impact. They can't even contain fire ants, let alone eradicate them. And recent articles published by professors of two different universities have clearly stated that efforts to eradicate fire ants could actually be encouraging their expansion. So that's interesting, guys. But anyway, regardless of what you think about the chemicals as such, violating or contravening people's fundamental human rights, private property rights, and individual choice to toxic chemical exposure is not wrong. It's unjustified. No matter what, there's always a way, and the fire ant eradication program should be looking at assisting or having strategies in place for people with chemical objections, and that's by promoting non-chemical alternatives for them. They failed to do that to date. There's been no non-chemical solutions acknowledged or recognised or encouraged by the program. There's no biocontrol recognised or encouraged or supported by the program. So it's a chemical only approach, and not just chemical only, it's their chemical only approach, which raises severe concern against extortion, I suppose. Like, they're coming on there and they say you must do it our way or there's the highway, and then if you don't agree with them, they'll get police in there to touch you up a bit until you comply, get a big hammer and whack you on the head with it. So it's a very important campaign, guys, and I'm working towards doing that. So it's a bit of a multi-pronged approach, but one of the most exciting things, I suppose, is my utility vehicle is just about ready to show the world. As everyone knows, I brought Professor Joshua King's fire ant eradication non-chemical alternative to Australia. I was a licence holder, the first licence holder to do so in Australia, supported and licensed through the University of Central Florida. It was set up on the back of trailer that was towed behind a ute. We done some world first innovations on that technology, in the fact that we had a double ability to use a double lance operation, so we could have two fire ant eradicators working off the one machine, with a 100-metre hose on either side of the trailer. So that's a 200-metre radius that can be covered by two independent contractors working around the machine. So that was a world first. So we've been pretty innovative in that, but what we're looking at is to create an environment where we've got better accessibility. Obviously, with a trailer and a vehicle, you are limited to access some areas, just especially the tight areas. So what we decided to do is get some excavated tracks and sit the machine on a set of excavated tracks and create a self-propelled machine that's 1200 wide, so we can get into a lot tighter spaces and move around areas where the ute and trailer couldn't go. Ideal for along river banks and that sort of stuff in non-roaded areas, I suppose. So that's just about ready to be demonstrated to the world. So that's quite exciting news. Other things we're doing is empowering organic certification. So we've partnered with organic operators in commercial capacity to empower organic certification to AS6000. So we've been doing that. So we've been gathering evidence that that's the way we want to live our life, and that's the way we're managing our property. Currently, the National Fire Ant Eradication Program's offering use derivatives of genetically modified organisms, GMOs. So they're non-compliant with organic standards. So that's having them recognise people's choice to live organic lifestyles means that they can't distribute these chemicals on their property. So I doubt the program will ever provide written confirmation that they will respect their wishes, but regardless, at the moment that's been quite successful doing that. So, and we're creating a lot of evidence that can be used in a court to demonstrate that it is reasonable and responsible to be able to manage your property without these toxic chemicals by using alternative methods. So we're doing that. So they're the things. So and also too, we're covering a lot of these issues in the Australian Advocate paper. So there's been a monthly publication. We've published 2. We're on our 3rd edition now, so that should be out in the next week or so. So that's been exciting to watch grow and get better. So we're doing that as well. And to fund it all, we try to get people to join up as financial members to Australian Advocacy Group. So obviously there's a lot going on, a lot of expenses occurred, and we're trying to come up with community solutions for a community problem that involves a non-chemical approach, which the National Fire Ant Eradication Program has failed to offer. They failed to listen and failed to hear communities' desire for such an approach. So we've taken it on ourselves to do it, and I suppose the idea being we're just going to embarrass them into submission. So they're going to have to stop what they're doing and take a long hard look in the mirror at their inability to work with business in regards to fire ant management, because it's unacceptable that I can work with universities and professors over in America. I can work with universities and professors here in Australia. I can work with my community and hear what they want, and I can explore solutions to address the issues that people are facing, and I can work with manufacturers and suppliers in the local areas, laser cutters, CNC folders, different suppliers, and we can get these technologies all together and work as a community to do all this stuff. But unfortunately we're unable to work with the Department of Primary Industries because of their ego, because they just want people to work with it to do it their way, the way that they want to do it, which is extortion. So it's unfortunate, but it seems that the only way to get resolve on these issues is to get a new leadership team in Department of Primary Industries, one that is community minded, does work with the community, and will listen, because at the moment these guys are incapable of doing that. So yeah, so whatever your goals are this year, guys, it's getting into February, so you've got to start moving towards that. And that's one of my biggest goals this year, is to try to finally put an end to this lunacy of this National Fire Ant Eradication Program. So on a personal note, I've got only 16 days left to my final assessment on my Bachelor of Psychological Science. So then I'll finish all that up. And I've been making a point of trying to do more recreational things myself personally, just to take my mind off things and manage with the everyday stresses of life. In particular, the government draconian heavy-handed approach that I've been used. My court case coming up in March, and a few other things. So I've been taking my motorbike out on a more regular basis, which has been empowering, I suppose, for me as well. So so hopefully, guys, this year we can start getting back onto our diets, back onto our way of life that encourages healthy living, and start managing with any negative emotions and negative feelings in positive ways. So as always, guys, if you need someone to reach out or talk to, feel free to give me a ring. I'm always available. And thanks everyone for your support. Have a good day, hey? See ya, bye.